All right. Grab the LFO here. How's that doing on volume? How's that doing on volume? Should be audible, but it shouldn't overpower my voice. Let's post this on Discord. All right. I am not dinner. Jesus. Hi, Zap. Hello. But no, I am not dinner. Thank you very much. Hi, snack. Zap, do you even know what this is? What game? This is Kitten Space Agency. It is a space flight simulator game. So we're going to be flying around in space. It's in super early pre-alpha. Hi DEMT24. Welcome. This is my first time getting my hands on this. I just booted it up, made sure that the engine would run and capture on my computer, but I haven't actually gotten a chance to play with anything. Any advice or info that you can give me on how to play this game is very, very, very appreciated. How are you? How am I? Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I'm playing. I always love playing Kerbal, but my computer can never handle it. So I am giving Kitten Space Agency a shot, and hoping that everything works out okay. You know. Also, can you guys hear the music? Awesome. Awesome. Alright. Then I guess... How about we limit the textures down to 2K, 4K. Because I'm not sure how well this will stream, but the performance seems really, really good so far. It is a spaceflight simulator game. So very much like Kerbal Space Program before it. It is about planning, manning, and piloting space shuttles, stations, expeditions, probes, everything of that kind, and getting things into orbit, practicing stuff. So, okay, let's take a look here. What do we have? We have resist approach. We can make things kaboom if you want. Let's see. Ooh, built-in flight computer. This is very, very nice. But yeah, if you want me to make a space thing go boom boom, I don't know if they have major collision yet, but if we go into the map, we can see here that right now we have the entirety of Sol. This is our solar system, including a large collection of comets, I believe. Yeah, Lovejoy Comet, Halley's Comet, a lot of stuff being tracked here. And honestly, the performance is incredibly good. My main problem with Kerbal... Hi Lloyd, hi Lloyd. This runs so fucking good. I don't know what you were on about. This is running incredibly well on my computer. Alright, let's center on Sol. So get a good view. See if we can see Lovejoy Comet. Oh my god, it's so tiny. It's so tiny. I don't think it's modeled yet. I think it's just a ball. Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Let's go back here. Really? My VRAM is really high. Marvin the Martian? Isn't this so pretty? This is so pretty. This is just running as is right now. And then, yeah, we have a rocket made up of parts, and I believe... Yeah, here's Hunter. Basically space Legos, yeah. We build our own rockets, we land them, we build bases, we do stuff like that. Now, I am curious about how to... Okay, so if we point here... How do we set targets? Yes, it's a kitten. That's, ooh. I don't know if there's a way to open up context menus for things like, interacting with their model, the thrust ratios, and stuff like that. This is supposed to be the successor to Kerbal Space Program. That is... Okay, RT? Null rotation. Okay, cool. Manual rotate thrusters disabled. Alright. You used it in physics class? That's awesome. This is, since Kerbal Space Program 2, let's null our rotation, null rotation. Alright. I'm still getting a feel for the controls, because this is very similar, but a bit different from Kerbal's controls. Yeah, Dingo, if you didn't know, I'm originally a Kerbal Space Program streamer, and his eyes aren't tracking me for some reason. They're supposed to track the camera. Either way. All right. Like I have enough VRAM. I just don't have enough RAM. You know what I mean? You thought I was just a story time deer? I don't know about that. I do love telling stories, though. Oh, Banjo. There's a different cat. I have not seen him. He is delightful. Banjo's nice. Polaris. Oh. The Gemini 7. Gemini 6A, Rocket, Chase. Okay. Gotta pump those numbers up. So, let's see. Let's ignite. Tough to control. Come on. Come on. We want to make contact with the planet. I want to see if there is fin states yet. So this is very, 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 very early pre-alpha. There we go. Let's balance retro. There we go. We found the buttons. So Kerbal but kittens, yes, and built from the ground up in a proprietary engine instead of in Unity. And so if I go to the map and focus rocket, let's see how it tracks our projected. There we go. It's calculating our impact zone. So at this point we can just shut down the engine. And at this point we should just make contact with the planet. You're waiting for the Night Runners private alpha either later this month or early December? That sounds cool. You'll be getting access to it? That's awesome. I'm just Schmeat ready for the barbecue? Okay. Well, that seems uncharitable. I should probably move things out from underneath chat so that we can actually see what you guys are saying. That's our something that's actually tracking atmosphere, though. Let me see. I am, in fact, going backwards. I am attempting to crash. So I'm slowing my my rotational momentum and attempting to make impact with the planet. So if we look at our map here, our impact should be in 43 seconds. Hey, Malachi. But yeah, we can go prograde if you want. See actually how powerful these RCS thrusters are. It's going really awesome. I've been waiting to play this game for so long. These are some really nice RCS thrusters. They don't, I believe they do not have what are they called? Command and control wheels that were in Kerbal Space Program, which is a bit of a bummer for me. Alright, there we go, there we go. Yeah, the reaction wheels. Although I believe those are basically fiction. So I would understand why it's not a priority for a high-level simulation game. Let's not move this so you guys can see it. That's pretty hard to read. They use those on the reaction wheels are real. They use them on the International Space Station. That's awesome. Game audio is drowning me out. This should be better. They're just big gyroscopes. They're just really expensive to make. Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm learning a lot right now. That's a butt plug. Thanks. But yeah. I've heard a lot about this game. And honestly, I just want to see what happens when I hit the ground. So our speed is 400 something meters, which means we're probably, yeah, we're gonna hit the ground in 2, 1, 0. Oh. There we go. So we're on the water here, and we bounced. I don't think that would be a terrible plug, not enough of a flared base, exactly. Well, as long as we're here on the surface, let's ignite our engine. Interesting. Alright. Far ocean trampoline bug flashbacks? Yeah, I feel that. Look at the map. Interesting. Well, the tip of the missile needs to be pointier. Fair enough. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to see if I can navigate this. Thank you very much for the 5-stream streak. Okay, let's see. Water landing, no impact, strange. Maybe you were too slow to crash. No, this is the first. Well, I think this is the second release on pre-alpha. So, like, manual, null rotation, manual. Okay. Let's get him facing where he needs to go. Absence of re-entry heating, exactly. I think that that's an effect that hasn't been added yet. But there was audio for re-entry. But this is very, very much... Okay, and then if I hit null rotation here... Okay. Manual. And then if we use H and N... Same shaped suit, exactly. Okay, so how do we choose targets in this? Okay, so Hunter is headed towards Gemini 7. Shift click. All right. There we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Towards... Okay. Pointing target. Let's see what we can do here. On manual control. This is definitely a lot harder to navigate. Speed relative to target is 45.2 centimeters per second, I'm assuming. I'll be back. Chat, please keep bullying him about his lack of RAM while I'm gone. Northern has as much RAM as has as much RAM as bitches. Jesus Christ. Okay. And if I want to nullifier rotation. Thank you very much for the head pats. I'm very much figuring this out. And I have to quickly grab some food. So I'm wondering how that's going to work. You know, I'm only moving at about 45.1 centimeters a second. So, I will be right back. Well, I mean, that's our relative speed. If we look at our orbital speed is 7.7 thousand meters. So, good time for food for me too? Okay, I will be right back. Keep an eye on my kitties for me. Alright, I'm back. The kittens are safe with you. Alright. Let's see. Alright. I sure hope I didn't pass it. Okay. Manual. Okay. Orbit. Roll. Whenever I'm like playing around in this corner, there seem to be some graphical issues. I am playing windowed at 1600 by 900 pixels. Okay, let's see. So our focus on this. All right. I want to be able to interact with the other vessel in any way, shape, or form. There doesn't seem to be any kind of flight stabilization or intelligence flight stabilization. Oh god. Oh, it's frozen. We're getting framey. Set manual. That should help. What is happening? Okay, we're having frame rate issues. Orbital velocity. Now, let me open up my control panel. Or yeah. Anticlimactic? Well, that's because we're not starting on the surface or planning a mission or anything. We're alpha testing. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game. Basically what we're doing... We're gonna restart the game. Got very framey. Disk seemed to be a problem. GPU wasn't really an issue. Okay. Like, look how fast it boots up, though. No aliens with 3 tits yet? No. No ramp? Memory? There was a slight hiccup with memory, but I don't think that was the issue. GPU spiked for a while, but I'm not 100% sure what the issue was. Let me take a bite of my burger. Burger. Delicious. Nutritious. All right. So we've learned lots. Yes, I have burger. All right. Let's see how our frames are doing. Because when it starts out really, really good. I think we just hit a hiccup which really drove the engine crazy. So if I said prograde, strict prograde, it's going to set itself up for this. Very nice. Okay. And then it's just going to keep on maintaining that. Show me where are view, navball, free cam, map camera, follow terrain, orbital lines, celestial information. All right. So, let's see if we can do something along these lines. Set this. And that's very nice. Okay. We want to set ourselves all right, burn. And this should start predicting a new line. There we go. And we can see the blue, the green, and the orange line. Separating. And creating a new orbit. There we go. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Let's see how much it's going to take to get out of Earth's gravitational field. There, we're out of Earth's gravitational field. And let's see if we can capture somewhere else. All right. There we go. How do we feel about that? And we have basically infinite fuel right now. Let's not worry about fuel consumption. Closest. Sorry, this is a lot of fiddling around with this. Now that we're actually planning things. Okay, let's delete this burn. And let's just try and get to the moon. All right. Okay. Our rotation is actually quite in line with the moon's rotation, which I think is why this is set up the way that it is. And let's see here. So we push this out nice and smooth. Wow, the controls on that are nice. And that's showing us where the... I believe this is the gravitational sphere of it, which is very helpful. There we go. We're getting an encounter around this point in time. And then... Alright. So we have a burn. Let's go here. Now, let's try to warp to our planned burn time. Look at that 600 times physics time warp. That's crazy. This is gorgeous. All right. And then 3 minutes. 100 or so seconds. And all right. Let's 47 seconds. A few seconds left. Let's grab something to munch. That's a good fry. Let's maintain our prograde. 20 seconds. Z ignites engines. Note to self. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Show me the map view. There we go. Then watch that Apple app says push out. Alright. See how this goes. But this is feeling very, very good to control as soon as you have a target. I'm not enjoying the lack of general stability assist. And my dog has come in to try and steal my food. Pretty close. Pretty close. I'm gonna delete the burn. Focus our camera here. Let's go retrograde. Wait until it stabilizes so we can bring this back. How do we lower throttle? Okay, I need this door closed. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, how do you lower your throttle? Shut down. Whoa! Game has begun stuttering again. Let's close the map. What happened there? What is causing this problem? If I minimize and reopen, no. Okay. Interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. So we've had the frame rate plummet again. Reset on our layout position, which is interesting. Let me talk to the Discord. Let me see. Let me get in contact with the KSA Discord. Hardware issues. Pure help. Yeah, these frame rate issues are not getting better. Rosie, not right now. Now is not the time to be trying to get into my space. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Rosie, oh my goodness. Please do not scratch at my door like that. Oh my goodness. She wants to get in. VRAM, GPU is sitting at... GPU is at... 15 to 45% usage. Wait, how am I using 13.7 gigabytes of RAM? How does that work? CPU seems chill. RAM is getting brutalized right now. I believe that's the choke point. But it's not VRAM. It's not graphics issues. CPU is fine. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try not doing the full solar system. Only the Earth and the Moon. That is a lot more generous to my memory allocation. Okay, okay. Prograde. Strictly prograde. Then we're gonna go map. Set as target. I believe means we're gonna want We're getting framey again. Interesting. Okay, every time we're getting framey faster. Might have something to do with the nodes. We're tracking multiple celestial bodies. Interesting. Very interesting.